Good evening, TikTok. Good evening. Well, I did most of the stuff I needed to do here. Yeah, if I can only get this chronic dry eye to go away, then my life would be complete. Anyway, I share stories about different situations that have happened to me. And I share my stories because I want to empower people, especially women. And I also want to share the stories, the experiences that I had with the totally broken mental health system here in New York State and also New York City. But the focus is New York State because I've said this before in a couple of other videos. I gotta stop talking. Okay, Bronxies, Brooklynese, come back in. Come on, let's speak like I'm in the office. I'm in the boardroom. Well, the experiences that I had because of the broken mental health system here in New York State is something that is going to be part of a documentary. And the abuse that goes on within the New York State police troopers and with police agencies, New York City, all of them. Well, I unfortunately had to become the conduit for their major F-ups, all right? That's how I feel. Because during the time when I was trying to get help for my son, and my son was really in a bad state, very, very bad. I mean, how he made it to his age now. Thank you. So, with that being said, right before he had went to jail back in 2020, ongoing calls, you know, with the troopers here at my house, the nonsense that because they basically were coming here and they were getting paid overtime to see my son's brain implode. All right, and yeah. And I'm gonna say this, New York State Troopers, I put in a request, a FOIL request, and I have what I sent in. I want the FOIL request for every call that was made here, every single call that was made here to my home. During this crazy, insane period, 2 troopers came knocking on my door, August 2020. I have the date. I have them on camera. Knock, knock. Yes, Mr. Trooper? Trooper A, Trooper B. Well, Patricia, we are here to arrest you because... I'm like, yeah, arrest me? Okay, tell me, what's the story? What's your story? They said to me, your son made a report that you committed insurance fraud because you cashed a check from the insurance company. I said, yes, I did. That's a car I paid for. And we had a written agreement where he was supposed to make payments. Well, you know, it's forgery, it's fraud what you did because the check was in his name. I go, yeah, I know that. But I'm the person who paid for the vehicle. I go, let me ask you this. How did you get this report? He called in. Excuse me, how did you get the report? Over the phone. Excuse me, how did you get the report? I asked him 3 times on camera. He called in. Really? I go, well, you know what? The New York State Patrol Guide says that any complaints have to be made in a barrack. Oh, yeah. So what was going on there
was the fact that because I had a situation where I exposed one of theirs, I called Mr. Geppetto from the NYPD, and they figured like, she's making a lot of noise, this woman. We got to go ruffle her feathers. I said, all right. Because I knew the whole game. I said, yeah, you're going to lock me up? Oh, he made a call over the phone. He made a complaint over the phone. But it says in the patrol guide that a person has to go to your barrack unless it's an emergency, right? And even when you call up, because I called up trying to make complaints for my son about stuff that went on here in my house. Oh, you have to come in. Oh, we can't take a complaint over the phone. So yeah, these two pencil necks, they were messing with me. And like I said, I want the FOIL report. I want every call that was made every time to my house. See, I'm going to bring it back to 2015 from when I initially tried to report him as a missing person. And they kept giving me the shaft. No, we can't do that. No, we can't do that. No, we can't do that. Right? You couldn't do that. I guess you couldn't submit the FOIL request that I wanted for all the calls that were made, for all the times you came. You can't do that either, right? But I guess now you're going to have to do it. You're going to have to do it. Because my story, what happened to me, my family, my son, is going to become a national story to expose the broken system, the manipulation, the power struggle, the way that the police agencies like to mess around with minorities. But when you're of this persuasion, you get a whole different atmosphere. You get an entirely different reaction. I wonder why. Why is that? Tell me why. Can you explain that to me like I was a 3-year-old? Explain to me like I was a 3-year-old who just learned how, was just got out of my crap pants, okay? Yeah. My story is going to be national. My story is putting the spotlight on the broken mental health system. So I'm going to make another request. I'm going to make another FOIL request to the New York State Troopers, the headquarters in Albany, for every single call, every time that there was a call made to my house. Because it's going to be the second request now. All right? Yeah. People, like I said, this is why I'm such a, I am fearless. I have a voice to say, you know what? People that are in need of help and how they like to play games. See, the end result is when someone in a mental health crisis, somebody with an addiction, mental health problem, they're more beneficial incarcerated. Why would you think that? Well, let's see. Prison stock. When they do gerrymandering, they include inmates. They include the inmates in the precinct where the prisons are. Mm-hmm. So that becomes part of the population. That's also they also become part of the population when they do a census. So yeah, all of the crap that you people have covered up, and the way you try to hide stuff, and the way that you basically kind of like, you kept on putting salt on the wound. You kept on putting salt on the wound. Because I was watching my son suffer, and I was like, wow, the popcorn. I had the popcorn kernel. It was a bag. It became like a 25-pound tin with popcorn. A 25-pound tin of popcorn. You can make a lot of pops. A lot of popcorn. So yeah, be advised, New York State Police, New York State Troopers, I'm going to send in a second FOIL request, which is part of the documentary from the first FOIL request, okay? Yeah. So like I say, people, you see stuff going on with these agencies, us black, brown people, minority people, mixed people, and you see how they like to crap on us, like because they got the Charmin ready in their hand or the Scott paper, it's time for that toilet bowl to be backed up, and it's time for it to start bubbling and going back to them. Back to them monetarily, where people, you know what? You compensate people that you cause extreme problems for. That's what's going to happen. But I'll be back. Yeah, and make sure you never go knock on somebody's door trying to arrest somebody because somebody in a state of mind that was out of their mind makes a call because you want to get points because I'm a person who shook the tree for the little boys in blue, the little Geppetto man, and for the NYPD. Yeah, yes. I hope you'll have a great weekend. Boy, what a story. You know what? Spotlights come out. Spotlights come out. You know, search and rescue. I'm searching recovery. Recovery for people who've suffered. And that's what I gotta say. I'll be back. I always got a lot to say. Have a good one. Bye. Thanks who's ever watching. And please don't come on here popping anything stupid because you will be blocked. Goodbye. Thank you.